All right, welcome back. It's time for us to have a conversation on the consumer tech segment this morning. Now, on the segment this morning, we're going to be talking about online shopping and all that you need to know about online shopping. Staying safe, going to the right places, making sure that you handle your business with care so that at the end of the day, you get the benefits of it and you avoid the dangers of that as well. Well, Ammishaddai Ofori has joined us on the show, and he's going to help us to get into this conversation. Amish, good morning.
Hey, David.
How are you
doing?
doing?
I'm great.
It's good to have you back. Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. So let's start off with an icebreaker.
Okay, what's that?
What's the last thing you bought online?
Earpods.
Earpods,
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, look, I had a pair of earpods, but I realized that when I want to communicate through my phone, right, nobody hears me.
Okay.
So then I saw this earpod being advertised on Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, it looks pretty snazzy, you know. Maybe it will work, you know. Maybe it will do. And it was actually half the price of the one I bought before.
That wasn't working.
That wasn't working. So I was, half of me was like, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? You know. But they work perfect.
Okay, so you had never used these earpods before, never seen them, trusted it?
I trusted it. I paid online. It was 130 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
I paid online with Momo, by the way.
Okay.
And then it was delivered right here.
Wow.
Downstairs.
Seamless,
at the security.
no contact with
I got
the
a call
person.
from security. Somebody is here with the product, and I went to pick up my thing.
Perfect. David, as always, we can use your examples to talk about what we are about to discuss today. So today I want us to explore online shopping in Ghana.
Okay.
And what are some of the nuances. And you'll be impressed by how far we have come as a people when it comes to shopping online. I think that we have become more innovative in our approaches, and there are some few tweaks that we can look at.
Okay.
So today I want us to look at both the buyer and the business person who wants to sell online.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So let's look at what has even contributed to our ability to easily buy online nowadays. And I think that first of all is because we can do online payments. So just like you said, you bought with Momo,
yes,
right? And imagine a few years back when we couldn't easily pay with Momo, or not everybody wanted to accept Momo.
Momo, yes. People fought Momo for a long time.
Exactly. But
true.
now, because of Momo, listen, David, the last I was able to buy fine yogurts from a fine yogurt seller with Momo.
Wow.
And that for me was a highlight.
Wow.
So because of Momo, we can easily buy
amazing.
Online, right?
I wouldn't think of doing that.
Exactly.
But they accept it now.
They accept it now.
1 CD, 2 CDs, don't build. Wow. Okay.
And Momo is also facilitated because of the interoperability by Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
What this allows us to do is to be able to pay with our banking apps with any bank of our choice. My GHP does this brilliantly.
Yes.
And you can even transfer funds between different accounts. Some of them allow you to do it with no charge. So my ability to send money to you easily helps me to easily buy online.
Okay, super.
And then we obviously have GHQR, which was launched a few years ago, but we showed on CT a few days ago as well. And David, this one, I think people haven't noticed, but there's a rise of delivery services.
Yes.
Right?
No, everywhere you see them.
Exactly.
Everywhere you see them.
Exactly. And these delivery services make it easier for the seller to even bring the good easily to you. So just like you said, you were here, you got a delivery.
I was super impressed.
Exactly.
Super impressed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all these things, I believe, have contributed to how easily we can buy online. But the most important is niche e-commerce platforms. And by that, I mean specific stores that allow you to buy exactly what you need online. Okay, so you talked about Instagram. This was an account dedicated to perhaps selling tech products.
Yes.
But I have noticed, especially in Ghana, the rise of e-commerce platforms. That's exactly what you need. So if you indulge me,
go ahead.
I want to mention 3 of them that I think are doing great. So the first is GH Baskets. GH Baskets. And you can find them by just going to ghbaskets.com. David, you can buy Hausa cocoa now online.
Wow.
Yes, and that's the beautiful thing about GH Basket.
As in, when you go on there, the options that there's Hausa cocoa you can order.
Yes, Hausa cocoa, and you can buy it. So GH Basket, as displayed on the screen, allows you to buy everything you need in terms of provisions as a household.
Yeah.
So you wake up one morning as a father, there is no Milo, there's no
can order it.
There's no breakfast.
You don't have to get out of the house.
Just order your house of cocoa on my GH basket. Another shop that is doing amazing is Delcy Shop.
Okay.
And Delcy Shop I particularly like because they have had the foresight to do what many haven't been able to do. In that they have become an aggregator for what they are selling. So what do they sell? They sell hair and skincare products.
Okay.
But instead of doing their own hair and skincare product, they say, hey, we are providing a shop for you. If you have hair and skincare products, just bring them to our platform and we'll sell it for you.
Wow.
So now all the brands that you know, especially with all these shea butter products that we see nowadays, you can see a lot of different brands, but they do something similar.
Yeah.
Delcy Shop allows you to get all these on the platform.
And one space.
One space.
Wow.
One space. And I'm going to tell you how innovative they've been able to do it in a short time when we are going through different ways to be able to sell better.
Okay.
And then finally, there's a gentleman with a shop called Farmer Talk. And he handles everything to do with farmers and agri products.
Okay.
But I especially like his approach because he's also creating a platform called My Afrique Mart.
Okay.
So if you go to myafriquemart.com, you can get everything authentic African, including all these agricultural products. And so now I'm sitting in my home, comfortable, and I can order all these things online without leaving the house.
Fascinating.
Without leaving the house, David. So these are some shops that are doing this brilliantly, but we as consumers, how can we be able to easily shop online, right? So I want us to look at some of the current challenges that we face when we are shopping and maybe a work around it.
Okay.
So David, have you faced any challenge when you have tried to buy something online?
Sometimes, okay, so if you're doing international purchases, sometimes visa restrictions, sometimes other forms of online challenges that you don't necessarily know what's going on, but it just says, payment has been declined or whatever, but you know that you have enough money in the accounts, everything seems to be okay, but I think there are problems that maybe I haven't investigated, but I don't understand what's going on.
Okay. So the ability to easily buy online seamlessly with any payments platform of your choice, right? So I think that an approach to this is what the payments facilitators are doing now.
Okay.
So again, back to my GH Pay and other similar platforms, they allow you to be able to buy internationally and save you all that hassle, right? So an advice would be to sign on to a payment gateway that allows you to be able to easily do this. But especially for those who own businesses, I've noticed that there are some challenges that they might have to pay attention to be able to sell to more customers. The first one is that for me as a customer, I have an aversion to new products. That means that if I see a brand that I'm not familiar with, chances are I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to look for what I'm already with. But a work around this as a business is that you can decide to improve on your branding. So even if I don't know your product, just because of the way it's packaged,
more attractive.
I am enticed by it. A good example is I went to a shop, right? And they had local products and foreign products. They were the same things, but the foreign product was just well packaged. And every part of me wanted to buy the local product, but I just couldn't resist how beautiful that one was. And so my advice would be to work on your packaging. And the brilliant thing is that now in Ghana, there are packaging businesses that allow you to do this brilliantly. And then also, not just your package, make sure that you always have your products available. There's nothing frustrating like calling someone and saying, I saw this product, I want to buy it. And they tell me it's finished. Oh, then why is it online?
Yes, why is it still there? Why is it still being advertised?
I'm not going to call you back from that one experience.
When I think of my Airpods, that's exactly what I think about that. Because initially when I was looking at it, I said, okay, you know what? It may be there, it may not be there. I don't know. I mean, I've never tried this before, so let's try. And as soon as I engaged, there was a response. Immediately, I said, what you've advertised, is it available? They said, yes.
Perfect.
And immediately, it builds the excitement and the anticipation to actually make the purchase. You know, so I mean, I can also imagine the reverse, where it's like something's advertised and say, no, it's not available. Probably flip. You know, it's like, so
destroy the whole experience completely.
Yeah.
The second thing I want us to look at is delivery fees. So I don't know how much they charge when you ordered your Airpods, but something that can put me off as a customer is delivery fees.
Yeah, so what they did was that it said delivery within Accra and Tema is free. Now, I suspect that they had incorporated a small fee for delivery into the cost, you know, which for me is a smart thing to do, right? So you tell me that the product costs this much, right? I'm imagining that you're going to charge me for delivery, right? Then you say delivery is free.
It's free.
Now, it feels good, even though for me as somebody who's been an entrepreneur before, I know how the thing works, right? You still have to pay the person who's going to do the delivery.
Exactly.
So then you say, listen, let's put the 5 CDs or 10 CDs on top. It's 120, we say it's 130. It doesn't spoil anybody's business.
Hey, I don't even have to speak on this anymore. You took the words right from my mouth. So I was going to advise a way to go around this is to include the delivery fees in your product. So fun story, 2 products were put online. Same product, one was 5 CDs, one was 7 CDs. The 5 CDs, you would buy it and you would pay 2 CDs delivery.
Yeah.
The 7 CDs you buy it free.
And delivery is free.
Guess which one was bought the most?
Of course, the 7 CDs will be bought
7 CDs
more.
just because it was free
we know
delivery.
Yeah, you're giving it to us for free.
So I think that is brilliant. And as a business, that's something that we can start looking at. So we have looked at some of the challenges and how to go around it. Now let's see how, as an individual, you can leverage online to sell or buy more. Okay. So now, if you are a small business and you want to sell more, here are 2 things. To get an international audience, I would advise that you get a good working website or a storefront.
Okay.
So the difference is that a website is obviously like MyAfricMart, www.myafricmart.com, you go there. But a storefront is you going on a platform that allows you to sell. So we have a couple of them. Perfect example is GH Basket and Delcy Shop. They are storefronts and they allow other people to sell on their platform.
Okay.
We have outside things like Shopify, etc. But since we are focusing on Ghana, goods, I think that these 2 are perfect examples. Right?
Okay, so they have their shop, but you can come and sell your things in their shop. Okay.
So they probably have their own products as well. But when you go there, you can be able to see other products from other people.
So not necessarily have to build a website first.
Exactly.
But there's already an existing website that will allow you. Super.
This removes the barrier for people who think that it's expensive and a long process to.
I think Jifa used to have something like that.
Yes, Jifa did. Jifa did. I was a big fan of Jifa's platform. Okay, so then that's for an international audience. To get your local audience, do what we already see people doing. Okay. Which is what? Have my business on WhatsApp. So there's WhatsApp for business. Okay. I am sure that most business-minded people know this, but just for the benefit of everyone, let's say it. There is a section called catalog for your business on WhatsApp for business. And this allows you to show all your products. Wow. So we'll display on the screen some of the products that, for example, Delcy Shop and GH Basket and MyAfricMart are showing, right? Okay. If you go, you just have to have access to their WhatsApp for business account, and then when you scroll, you can see everything they are selling. It makes it enticing. Yeah. Like, oh, I could do with this. Oh, I didn't think of buying this, but yeah, let me buy it. Okay. And it makes it so easy for you to be able to buy these things. So you can see it on the screen now. Farmer Talk Online does it perfectly. You can see everything that he's selling. And Delcy Shop also does it brilliantly. And then finally, as a local business, you also want to be able to leverage Google. Which part of Google? David, there's an app called Google My Business.
Yes.
A super simple app to use. Super simple app to use. You just have to get a Gmail account, go to the Google Play Store or iOS Store and download the app called Google My Business. Log in with your Gmail account and that's all you need. Now you just fill in where your shop is located, because when I Google, I want to find exactly where your shop is. Add your phone number and then add as many pictures as you want. That's it. You don't pay for this.
Wow.
You don't pay for Google Ads. When someone searches for something, your product will come out.
Okay.
I think that as a business,
no, it's brilliant. I think
Yes.
it's really brilliant.
it's one of the easiest things. And I was so happy when I discovered this, because for me, every business person in the beginning wants to save as much
Yes,
cost as possible. And for
absolutely.
you to be able to be on Google for free,
Yeah. It's
I think
brilliant.
that is something that we can leverage. So these are the things that I've been able to discover when it comes to shopping online in Ghana,
Yeah.
both for the consumer and for the person who owns a business. And I think that when we are able to incorporate all these, we'll be able to enhance our shopping online.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Just talk to us briefly as we wrap up about staying safe. Just because, as much as the services out there are amazing, there are unscrupulous people that will take advantage, So just briefly, just sort of give us a heads up on that.
David, there's a story. A friend of mine, in quotes, who bought a phone online.
Okay.
The deal was so good that he immediately wanted to pay for that phone. And they told him to pay before they delivered the product. Now, this friend of mine was cautious. So he said, okay, you know what? I'm going to pay half. When you deliver it, I'll pay half.
Yeah.
But even then, he was still swindled.
Yeah. Oh,
Why?
wow.
Because of that trust factor. I've noticed it among a couple of shops. So I don't know for you, did you pay before or after delivery?
Okay, so you know what I did? I asked myself a question. I said, okay, 130 Ghana cedis. Can I afford to lose it?
Okay.
Just in case, can I afford to lose it? Because I thought about it. What if I pay and they don't deliver, right?
Exactly.
I thought about it. So I said, well, you know what? I bought the other one for about 240 Ghana cedis and it didn't even give me the results.
Okay.
This is 130. Honestly, I think I can afford to lose it.
Okay.
This is the rationale that I went
Okay.
to it with. Now, I was also still checking. So as soon as I engaged, the response, I was listening to, I was following the response closely to see if it was, fishy. Was there anything fishy? Was there anything that was unusual about the responses? And everything seemed above board.
Okay.
And then I followed through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, the comfort was you could afford to lose it.
Yes.
And also the immediate response that you were
Yes.
getting from the interaction.
Yes.
Well, advice would be when you're shopping online, as much as possible, pay after delivery.
Okay.
As much as possible, unless the shop is verified and certified in a certain way.
Okay.
So there are some shops that you should be able to easily commit to because you know that they are verifiable.
Okay, super.
So the first one will definitely be my advice. Wait till the object is delivered before you pay for it.
Okay.
Second one is don't be in a hurry to share all your details. So obviously they are going to require your location to deliver it, right?
Yeah.
As much as possible, you want it to be close to where you are. But if you're in an established institution like City, that makes sense. You can let them come directly. So that's another advice. And then finally, just make sure that for some delivery platforms, and this is where I appreciate delivery services now, they are able to let you track.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Some of them might call you and tell you where they are, but for some, you're able to track. And so I think that these three should be able to at least give us
some protection.
a certain level of
Thank
protection.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
David.
All right, we've been speaking with Ammishaddai Ofori about online shopping in Ghana and, all the different places to go and shop and have a good shopping experience. Where can people find you, Amish? Where can people find you?
You can find me directly on my website, theinnovationspark.com, or on social
Innovation
Spark.
Spa. Okay.
.com, or
Okay.
on my social handles, Amish_Ofori.
Super.